brother. Longest technical difficulty of all time.
It was instantaneous to y'all, but not to us.
My bad. That one was on me. I fucked up.
A lot of shit happened.
I forgot the last thing that we were talking about. Do you remember?
Sweating. Oh no, yeah. Crowd surfing. Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys at crowd surf. Fuck out of here.
That'd be hilarious. Could you imagine?
Fuck out of here.
Crowd surfing to "She Thinks My Tractor Is Sexy." Like,
don't even get me started.
That's not gonna be the latest crowd surf ever.
No, dude.
I once saw some dude get kicked in the face. It wasn't at a. Oh no, it wasn't. It was a chick. It wasn't at a country
all right,
concert.
bro. That's got me skeptical of you in the first place. First of all, you confuse a dude for a chick and you weren't drunk.
It was at a. Where'd I go? I was at Warped Tour.
All right.
And I was chilling.
Who were you there to see at Warped Tour?
I went to see Chiodos, Bayside. I know you don't like them, but I do.
I don't even know Bayside, bro. I can't judge.
So, there's a few other bands. I can't remember. It was the last time I went. It was like 10 years ago. But so we ended up going to see Haste Today. And like,
shout out Chris Burns Red, my brother K.
They started getting a little pit going, and
yeah, some
girl was doing some weird dance. I don't know what y'all do at these concerts, and some dude just
generalized me at a concert that I don't attend.
Hey, well, you know,
thanks.
This dude came swinging around and
look, when y'all make tortillas like that,
and just popped her in the face, dude.
Look,
it was real.
First of all, she knows what she was getting herself into.
Oh, she did, because she got up like a champ.
Yeah. No,
she got up like a champ,
right,
but
no
I was
sympathy.
like, damn.
No sympathy.
It was just crazy. I've never seen that. It caught me off guard. I wasn't ready.
You ever been in a mash pot? I'm fucking hungry, bro. Shout out mashed potatoes.
Oh, that hit hard right now.
That's a hitter. Mosh pit. Have you ever been in one before?
I have.
What was your first mosh pit?
I think it would have to have been one at Warped Tour, because that was like the first like show that I went to, and they were just busting out everywhere. So what are you gonna do? Not join? You got to go for the whole experience.
I guess, man. If you just want to die at a young age, dude. Like
I was young, bro.
No kids,
the
no
recovery
wife.
time was instantaneous.
Didn't graduate high school.
Nope.
Never got a car.
That was all me. I wasn't graduated from high school yet.
Hope for a pot out of the face, dude. It's a pound.
Hey, it was real though. It was funny.
My first mosh pit was August 12th, 2005.
Damn.
It was System of a Down at the SBC Center.
Man, I wish I could have seen them.
With the Mars Volta. This was on
the Mars Volta?
Bruh, this was on the Mesmerized tour.
Damn,
when BYOB had came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I like System of a Down.
Then say something, dude.
I was nodding my
Don't
head.
let me finish the whole song. I thought you were jamming, dude. I thought you were fucking
I could have been. In my head, I was like, yeah, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, don't fucking let me play the whole song,
bro.
I busted
Finish
every
the whole
note.
song.
Dude.
I was ready.
I finished the
I was feeling it on the inside, man.
Dude,
I wanted
the chorus, bro.
I wanted it. I was about to.
I thought you were into it, dude.
I was.
Almost threw a fake guitar pick at you. I was here for a fake one. Anyway, I saw him on that tour, and I think it was probably during like Toxicity when it goes.
Yeah. Okay, I know that song. Is that better?
You know what? Never mouthing a song again, dude. Fuck you, dude. Fuck music. No. But anyway, that was my first mosh pit, and it was pretty cool. I felt
that's a good one to be a part of.
But those are different. They're like the
one
you
I was
see
at was not totally.
The ones you see at Warped Tour, they got kids when they're in high school and they're like 100 pounds. They got long limbs, you know. Even if they're 4'11", they got long limbs, you know. So they just swing. And
there was a lot of swinging. It was kind of weird. I was like, there's a lot of
at like
arm
other
throwing around and shit.
Other metal concerts or like stuff like that. You're old enough to drink, so a lot of the brothers are heavier. They can't do all that swinging, you know. So these brothers are just fucking bumping chests and pushing, you know, shit fat guys can do, you know. Fat guys rule the metal world, dude. Why do you think so many dudes who love metal are fat? It's because they are like the titans of metal.
The titans of metal.
You put a leather jacket on any thick boy, that's automatically 4 chicks, dude.
Damn.
I'm telling you, bro.
Slaying at the Slayer concert. Dude, shit. But
slaying for Slayer, bro.
Slaying for Slayer. That's put that on the leather jacket. Wear it.
Slaying for Slayer, dude.
Word around. I think that System of a Down is one of the bands that I want to go see, and like, I need to see them at least one time before I die.
Oh, dude, I think, remember the first episode of this podcast I predicted that Guns N' Roses are going to play ACL?
I think you did.
And they played ACL.
And they're playing ACL.
System of a Down's going to play River City Rock Fest.
Oh,
Bank
bro,
it, brother.
If they do,
Bank
I'm
it,
going to be there.
Bank it. I don't know people.
Both days.
Bro.
Both days.
So,
I don't even care.
what were we gonna, oh, yeah. I was going to tell you a story about System of a Down. I don't know. It's funny that we brought them up because I talked about them yesterday.
Tell me, brother.
On my drive to work, right? My nephew, he's 9. Right, and I love him. He's like my favorite person in the whole world. Like I could cry right now.
Damn, feel sorry for your niece.
My bad. Nah, don't get equal.
Don't listen to this.
We don't hear this.
Don't
in
listen
like
to this, Mija. Theo still loves you.
Fuck you, bro. I said that. I just said that because we were talking about him. He's 9, and I started thinking about when I was 9. Mm-hmm. And I found this super dope playlist on Spotify, like All Out 90s, and it was a bunch of All Out 90s. It was All Out 2000s. Mm-hmm. It was a bunch of rock music from the early 2000s, a lot of soundtrack to my childhood. And Chop Suey came on.
Ooh,
bro, banger, dude, banger alert. Chop Suey, banger alert. And I thought back because he's 9 to when I was 9. Mm-hmm. Dude, that CD came out when I was like 9.
Really?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes. Well, technically I was 8, but 8, 9
came out when I was.
And
like
I remember buying the CD
11.
And it came with like a double disc of like a DVD, and there was like a 4-song thing that I would watch every day after school. I would come home after school with my chicken strips because my amazing grandma would get me chicken strips every day. That's how you gain 50 pounds every summer from like 4th grade to 7th grade, bro. I fucking BK stacked it every night. Dude, I was a double stacker, dude. Every other year.
The original double stacker.
So I love my Grammy. I love my Grammy, but she got another boy Hefty. She got a boy Hefty when I was little. So I'd get my chicken strips from Bill Miller's and come home, watch that System of a Down DVD. Mm-hmm. And so I was listening to the playlist and Chop Suey came on, and I shed a tear because I thought back and I was thinking of him, and I was like,
missed the chicken strips?
No, yeah, I mean, for one, yeah. But it just took me back to, being a little 9-year-old kid rocking out to some System of a Down. Like, it's just different.
Carefree. Not worried about nothing.
Dude,
not worried about nothing.
Dude, the only thing I cared about that were my pants had elastic on them, and that's about it, dude, because your brother was hefty, man. I was a hefty boy.
You were in the Husky?
I
remember shopping in the Husky size.
Bro, there was a point where it was above Husk, bro. Like, when you go to above the Husk, you go north, bro. You get banished to the north. Shout out Jon Snow.
Banished to the north? Yeah, are we gonna do that right now?
No, I mean we can, but I'm having fun talking about being a kid. When
I saw System of a Down came out when I was not the band. They didn't come out in the band when I was in middle school, but that CD came out when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
So I was probably like 11. And I hadn't... So they came out... That they dropped that album my 6th grade year, I would believe. And I didn't hear it until my 8th grade year.
Oof.
Yeah. So
mistake.
Yeah. Because I wasn't, I didn't...
You could have been a way different person.
I didn't grow up around the rock music like that. Like, I listened to classic rock, and then I listened to, like, fucking 3 6 Mafia and DMX and, like... But... So when I finally heard it, changed my life. I was like, yes.
It just felt good.
I liked it. Yeah,
it felt good. I felt the anger, and I felt something inside me
coming out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Man, you know what? That's good. Oh, speaking of music, I went to a concert this past weekend.
Yes,
I went to see because I'm about 57 years old. I went to see ZZ Top, Bad Company, and Cheap Trick with my friend Diego, which was nice because he'll be having his baby in the next week or so.
Oh, thank God you didn't pop. You
said
you were worried about that.
I was worried about it, but so he'll be having his baby, so it was fun to hang out and do that kind of before that happened and put on a good show. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little drunk at the show and I got lost because I had to go pee really bad, and we took another round of beers and 24 ounces, 24s, tall boys.
Of course.
And I went, and it was still light outside, and we were sitting up on the lawn, and I looked back, and I was like, you know what? All right, I got this. Take a little left here, step over the purple blanket, don't trip over the baby's fucked up foot, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I walked down, I went pee, I walked inside the porta potty, and I walked out. Pitch black, bro. I swear I was in space, dude. Pitch fucking black. So, first of all, I had to find my way to a bar. Found one, bought way overpriced beer.
Of course.
And then I got back up to the lawn, and I was fucking so lost, dude. I walked every row, sweating my ass off.
You're out there just like, Diego!
Beer's getting hot.
Diego!
And he goes, Steven! And I was like, oh,
That's
God.
a good friend.
I was like, oh. He goes, me and this guy watched you for about 2 minutes. And I was like, oh, how fucked up is that? Dude, legit
That's
lost.
great. That's great. That's some shit I would do too.
Legit
like,
lost.
I'm like, hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy. And then just watch you walk.
Which is not the first time I've been at a concert with him and gotten lost. We did ACL a couple years ago, Austin City Limits Festival, and we went to see his band Milky Chance. And I was first of all, you drink, all day at the festivals if you're a fun person like me. Just kidding. But yeah, you're drinking, and then you partake in other things, that come across
more
in other
drinking
ways, other kind of stuff that happens at festivals. And you sit down and you kind of get lost a little bit, and then you get up to go buy beer, and then all of a sudden you walk back and you walking through a crowd of like 20,000 people looking
20,000?
Oh my God, looking for two of your friends who are filming you as you're walking. If you guys want, I will find.
Did they send you the video?
I have the video. The video is
walking?
obtainable. If somebody DMs either one of us regarding this moment, proving that you listened this far into the podcast, I will upload that video for you because half my titty is hanging out and I'm lost.
Did they send you the video while you were walking?
No. Nobody had reception out there. No. I kind of look like, you ever see that blurry thing of Bigfoot?
Yes.
That's me right there. That's me.
Damn, you're hairy.
Dude, I wish all my dick pics looked like that. Like, we're just a
Hairy?
mystery. No,
Oh.
a mystery.
Oh.
Leo?
You don't
You ever
do the weird angles?
You know how it's like weird. You like to admit that you like, you like Me Too and all that's kind of a thing. It's weird.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to say it without sounding like a dick.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, like women's equality is a thing now. Just kidding. But like, how that's more prevalent in the world than it's ever been. Do you ever like look back on some of the things you've done? What am I? Not like that. Dang it. What am I trying to say? I'm talking about like
just the stuff you did.
Like sending dick pics.
Obviously, you're not out here raping people.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna cut all of that out.
But like sending dick pics or just stupid shit we do, like slap ass.
Oh,
did you ever do that?
No,
like slap ass Friday.
Because I would have
No, dude, like that's
I was too slow.
That's stupid shit we did in like middle school and high school.
Describe slap ass.
Like, you just slap ass.
You just go and slap ass.
Yeah.
But why?
I don't know. We were in middle school. Why else were you slapping ass? Like, just, oh my God, I touched a girl's butt.
You know what's
Oh my God, I
funny?
touched
You know
her
what's
butt.
funny then is the thoughts that you have, like your horny thoughts, like as a young teenager. Looking back, you're like, bruh, it just feels like any other body part ever, dude.
Exactly.
You ever feel a girl's ass and it
makes
just
no
feels like the cold side of a pool?
Oh my God.
like not the affordable north side pools, like the ones that are in ground. I'm talking about
heated.
I'm talking about your dad spent all his income tax on like
and then he had to blow it up with his mouth
on a $700 pool, and then you fill it up with the hose water for about a good 18 hours.
Yep.
And you walk and everybody always jumps inside when it's about halfway full.
Oh, of course.
Nobody ever fucking waits for it to be full, and then you bang your knee on the floor and it's like a rock. Oh, dude, the worst.
That sounds just like my childhood.
Exactly. And you wonder, like, why the fuck didn't you just remove the rocks from under the pool?
It's just in a hurry.
I guess, bro.
Have you ever?
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
And then your parents would put the fucking pool under a tree and wonder why there's leaves in it. I mean, shit. Brother. So yeah, go ahead, Eric. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut you off. I was ranting about my childhood pools. I could have had a wait. I could have learned how to swim if I was a kid if it wasn't for that shit.
If it just waited for it to fill up. Have you been in a pool that broke while you were in it?
No, but
and just like flew with the water.
But everybody's always had that one heavy Theo that jumps in and overfills it. He floats to the corner and all the water flies out. I never had a bust though.
I've done it so I've been in it twice. The first time, so we had a pool at my old house, and me and my cousins, we were playing around in it. And then, so like, it was kind of held together. It was like a hard plastic. It was held together with a bunch of screws.
Yeah.
And the screws were coming off, and we didn't know. So like, we started like fighting in there, and then someone just bumped into it. Fucking thing just broke apart, and we just all came flowing out of the pool.
Where'd y'all land?
Okay. So you know how we used to live in the house next door, and so it's grass.
This story was told on episode 2 of the podcast about the second house.
Oh yeah, so there's grass there, and then it has like a cemented area, double cemented area. So like the pool was next to the cemented area. So when it opened up, we just all fucking flowed onto the cemented area.
Anybody get injured?
Fucking worse. Nah. I don't think so, but it was fucking hilarious.
I remember one time I rolled my ankle.
Another rolled ankle story. I live for these.
When I was in high school, I recognized how fat I was, right?
Yes.
I was really fat back then. I was like, oh, shit. You remember you would do the, you would go and do the health checkup at school, and everybody would go in a line, and you would take off your shoes, weigh yourself. That shit was fucking pure hell for me, bro. I was just mortified of people knowing my weight and making fun of me. So I'd always skip those days. Well, I ended up, guys, this sounds horrible, but I ended up calling into school. My bad.
Calling into school.
Calling out of school. And I thought that was going to be the day that they did that. And they rescheduled it to the next day when I came back. So it was like 10 a.m. and they're like, everybody line up. And I was like, fuck, bro, I got juked, bro. They
played you, brother.
My ankles and everything like that. And I remember weighing in, and I was like 340. And I was like, oh, fuck, bro. Here we go, dog. Because it was probably worse because I was trying to be like more conscious about what I did back then. So I remember I first started working out, and there was a punching bag in the backyard, and I found an old pair of boxing gloves. Mm-hmm. And like any Hispanic's backyard, uneven ground, holes everywhere, rocks, just, you walk back there in the dark, you're coming back with no ankles, son. Mm-hmm. So I was boxing one day, and I was punching the punching bag, right? And I was feeling confident, and I kind of hopped to a little bit to the left. Bruh,
that confidence will get you.
I had that every time, dude. That set my confidence back so far in life. After that, anyway, I got the confidence. I tried to switch stances because I thought I was a professional boxer. Keep in mind, this is about 2010. I was balls deep in the UFC back then. Still am. Twisted my ankle to the point to where you hear your ankle click, click, click in your ears.
Oh my god!
You've heard that before. You've rolled it and you just hear the sounds in your ears. Like y'all know that pain. And I ended up balls deep in the dirt, dude. Dirt all over my ass crack. I could not get up. I crawled, right? From the backyard in the dirt yelling, Mom! Mom! Bloody murder. Like I just got shot in the fucking neck, dude, by a spear. Fucking Game of Thrones. Screaming, Mom. Dirt all over my ass, all over my face. Hopped up inside, and it was just the worst. And I forgot where I was going with that, but that's another time that I twisted my ankle.
Bunch of ankles. I don't think I've ever twisted my ankle that bad.
Never?
No, like I've twisted, like playing basketball and stuff. Like you roll it a little bit.
Oh man!
But I've never actually like heard the cracks.
I've had a fracture, a couple fractures. Hey, what's the worst thing you've ever done to call into work?
Like to get hurt or like
no, not to get hurt. No, like say you're calling out of work or like say you missed a shift somewhere. Like what's like your worst excuse you've ever used?
Oh God, they might hear this. I just used one yesterday.
Fine, pussy.
Nah, I usually go with before
diarrhea's one.
Before I had a child in my life, it was always like, oh man, I got the bubble guts, or
you can use the kid as your excuse.
Yeah, it was like, oh man, she got sick and there's
nobody to take care of her.
Exactly, no one to take care of him. I gotta do it. So like sometimes I'll do that one. Other times it's always like, oh man, I just woke up really sick. Simple stuff. I think that's like the worst of it. I feel kind of bad sometimes when I use the child as an excuse to
Bro,
call
they'll
out.
be fine. I've killed so many family members.
I've only killed one.
Damn, bro. And it was one that you could argue to get rid of. Like if she really did die, it's I
only did one. It was when I was working at Bill Miller's. Shout out.
Damn, dude.
I had to. I didn't want to go, man. I didn't want to go.
I haven't done it in a while because I felt bad when I did. It was a couple years ago. I worked at another job.
Where'd you work at?
Best Buy.
I'm scared about saying this.
I know, dude. What if I go back?
Well, don't use that. Don't kill that same person. They already know.
So I gotta hide her every time we're in public.
No, Grandma, get to the back. Hold on,
bro. I would never, dude. I'm talking about like a tia that like one that gives $12 on Christmas.
The distance one.
The one that mails you a $3 check.
The one you don't see that often.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I killed off a Theo. Right. But that was,
after last week's episode where you're talking about murder, you might.
Hey,
I wouldn't put it past you.
I better be careful out there.
So, I mean, that's about the worst thing I did. I mean, using diarrhea's got to be one of the top excuses ever.
And it's so easy because they're not going to be like,
because everybody's been there when it's really bad.
Yeah.
But you got to watch how much you use that diarrhea thing because then it looks like something's really wrong with you. You know?
I just say, like, man, I'm just poor eating habits. It's a good thing I'm fat because they can be like, yeah, well, you do got poor eating habits. Look at you, you know?
Yeah, true.
So,
yeah.
So far that works. I've used diarrhea twice at this new job.
Man, honestly, I feel like nobody believes diarrhea anymore. I feel like diarrhea's played out. You got to move on to something new, bro.
Like what?
Like, you want to talk about? You got to be contagious.
Like what?
Smallpox.
Smallpox.
Fucking
It's making a comeback.
Anthrax.
Damn.
Dude,
Talk about
anything.
killing people.
Dude, Sudafed, bro.
For a while, when the flu was coming around, that was a
Yeah.
good excuse.
Yeah, if you had the flu, get the fuck out my business, dude.
You didn't even have to have the flu. Just,
Yeah.
oh man, I got symptoms, and then you're out. You're out of there. So we say that's like the worst stuff. Speaking on like the worst things that you could have done, like, so what is your worst fear?
I thought we talked about this, dude. Wasn't it drowning?
Was that what we were talking about?
Yeah. Or ways you don't want to die.
Ways you don't want to die.
Worst fear?
Like
I mean,
fear.
dying alone, never finding true love and happiness.
Oh my god, this took a turn.
Never fathering a child.
Oh damn! I didn't even think about anything
Never
like
growing
that.
up to see, never having my parents stay alive long enough to see me have a child. I got a lot of fears, bro.
That's deep.
You know what? You know what's my biggest fear? Life. But you know what is also my biggest motivator? Life. Bro, you gotta let your fear motivate you. You know,
Damn.
it's what pushes you every single day.
Damn! Shout out to Daenerys. So I put.
Oh, okay. Did you just compare me to a bitch with a dragon who burns innocent people,
No,
son?
I'm just saying she used her fear to motivate her. So I put, or I was thinking more. I only put one down. Going into like a major surgery, and then like not being all the way under. So like you're kind of out, but you're not. So like you get to still experience the surgery.
Do you know what's fucking
That's
wild
fucking
about that?
crazy.
Imagine before they had painkillers or anesthesia. Back when they had to do it with nothing, like in the 20s, in the 10s.
They're just like, bite this
in
ro-
the 80s.
bite this
yeah,
thing.
fucking eat this horse dick. And just what's what they would do, allegedly, rumors are that in battle,
Cocaine.
they would cut off the horse's penis because they have to preserve every part of it, right, in battle, after like a horse dies. And what they would do to knock out some of the soldiers who were getting operated on the battlefield, they would just smack them with the horse penis, dude. This is there'll be a reference down in the link in the bio. While you're down there, subscribe.
Oh, good connection.
Thanks.
Is that real? Did you really?
No, dude.
I was
In
like,
what world would that be real?
I don't know, dude. I was just like, that's how you sounded like you really read that.
They didn't have horses in the
And,
Bible.
and
sister.
I didn't know. I was kind of worried of what they did right there.
So-
it was very weird. It was weird times.
So going into surgery that bothers you, but yeah, dude, imagine like medieval times, like getting like legit cut open, like Game of Thrones. Remember when they removed grayscale from Ser Jorah?
Yeah.
That was fucking wild, bro. Imagine
That's what they did. Paper cuts could kill you back then. It was a real easy way to catch smallpox and tuberculosis.
Dude, you know what bothers
Get that
bothers me on TV is when they have like torture scenes in movies, but like specific parts of torture, like when they remove a toenail, worse.
Oh my god! Have you seen John Wick?
No, I haven't. I was gonna go last night, but nobody wanted to come.
Oh my god, dude! I think tearing off fingernail, toenail.
Is it in this movie?
That's gotta be the worst.
Is it in the third one?
There's a part.
Oh god! Do you remember? Do you remember Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon?
No.
You don't remember where he gets hypnotized and he starts having all those crazy visions?
You
He's
can
going
keep
crazy?
describing it, but I don't know.
Oh, dude, such a good movie. I highly recommend Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon. That was a really good movie. I think like the late 90s, like a suspense thriller movie.
Okay.
Anyway, there's a scene where this girl is being dragged across the floor, right? And her fingernails are all breaking one by one because she's stuck. Oh, my gosh.
That hurts me.
That toenail removal, I've lost a toenail too. That one sucked when I lost a toenail, but I legit smashed it and it actually grew back.
Fell off?
Full on, yeah. I was kind of proud of it. It didn't hurt at all or anything.
Now I feel like my fingernails are getting pulled off right now, and I don't know why.
Or like when you watch a scary movie and you see, or like you watch TV and you see like spiders crawling on people or roaches crawling on people. Yes.
I have this real problem with that. Like
Just
that always
imagine.
happens to me. Like
Just silence.
like
Just
shit
imagine.
starts coming down on you.
If you're just listening, right? You're just listening. There's a roach crawling right up your leg, right around your back, up around your neck. It's crawled across the top of your head.
It's a fast roach.
Underneath your underarm pit, up around your nose. Now it's crawling back down your ass crack. And now it's inside you. And now you've become a human roach.
That is the fastest roach I've ever heard of.
It's called a speed roach.
Okay.
But yeah, that really bothers me. I hate bugs. Like, That's not a fear of mine at all. I would say that bugs are a bother of mine. I am roaches, bro. Oh my god! Recently, crazy story. I don't know how it happened. Right? You can judge me if you want. If I'm a sloppy person, but there's a bunch of little tiny mini roaches, right? And I could not find where they were coming from. I flipped everything over. I looked for food or candy. Something fell, kind of while you're munching out, watching Game of Thrones disappoint you. And then all of a sudden, I saw a little baby roach crawl out of my PlayStation.
Out of your PlayStation?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And then I hit my PlayStation, and like 10 little other baby roaches come out. So I grabbed the Raid, and I just said, fuck it, bro. I sprayed the Raid inside the PlayStation, and I let them all just kind of fall out and die. And I don't know why my PS4 has roaches in it, or had a roach infestation in it. But it's fucking weird, right?
Growing up, there was always like random roaches in our kitchen, but like that's because food and shit's always
Mexican.
there. Yeah. So like, I guess like the weirdest experience or random experience was you open up one of the cabinets to get a bowl out for like some cereal on that Saturday morning because you want some cereals, you pour yourself some Fruity Pebbles or something.
Ooh, yeah.
So picked up a bowl and then like a fucking roach just like jumped out onto my hand, and like I don't know, I wasn't really fazed by it. I was just like, oh shit, but like that was like the extent of it. But like roaches really don't freak me out or nothing.
Really?
Bugs don't really freak me out.
What it is with, man, I think I just made the connection in my head right now about the origin of me and roaches. Now, I don't really I have a lot of roach stories as far as like them attacking me, right? Like just stuff that's memorable, in the shower when they crawl up your balls. That's terrifying, dude. I've had roach legs on my balls. But
that would probably be terrifying.
Back when I was little, I remember hanging out with my grandpa, and I must have been maybe 4 or 5, and I ate a roach. Long story short, right? No, and I'm not bullshitting. This isn't no story to be funny. I legit remember eating a roach.
Was it good?
I don't remember. No, I remember doing the action. I remember the taste.
Oh.
And I remember my mom getting pissed at me when I was hanging out with my grandpa eating the roach. And ever since then, dude, roaches have been after me. I think I got like one of the top roaches.
Yeah.
Like one of the top.
Like he's been here since dinosaur
like
ages.
a shot caller, like Tony Soprano. Like I ate him by accident.
Tony
I
Rochano.
didn't even mean to. So if there's any roaches out there watching or listening to this, dude, I didn't mean it, dude. That one time when I was when I left Chinese food on the table for fucking 3 minutes so I can go take a little poo poo. I walked back and there's roaches crawling over my Chinese food. I did not mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it, man.
I feel it, bro.
So stop fucking with me, dude.
The roach is right here, man. Apologize to it.
Stop fucking with me, man. I didn't mean to eat that roach.
That's not how you say sorry.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to eat your roach, dude.
There you go. They need to feel it.
Roachy Soprano.
Roachy Soprano,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, I'm sorry.
They need to feel that you are feeling remorseful about it.
I'm sorry. Give the money to your guma. you ever watch accents? I cannot do, by the way. Yeah, let's get that straight. Can't do accents. The only impression I can do is like Little Nicky. That's about it.
Well, now you got to do it.
No, dude, I don't know what Little Nicky says.
What?
I don't know what Little Nicky says.
Just say anything. Just do it as him.
No, dude, I have to imitate. I have to know what he says.
He says a lot of stupid shit, like fuck.
Popeye's chicken's fucking awesome,
yeah,
like that.
That's pretty good.
See,
pretty good.
I can do Little Nicky, and that's about it. Dude, I tried to do it in all
that movie was kind of, I was gonna say overrated. Oh my god, the movie was kind of underrated,
bruh.
I feel like not a lot of people like that movie.
Fire soundtrack. So Ozzy was the devil in the movie.
So
Come on, brother. That's on Amazon Prime, by the way. Shout out streaming services. It's funny how all these streaming services kind of keep us afloat these days. Like, there really is no need for cable.
There really isn't.
No, live
Except
TV.
There kind of is.
Live TV, but I mean, that's going to go away.
Yeah.
I mean, our generation, millennials, I will not fucking touch the news for news on television. That's not where I get my news. I get my news from sources that I think that I trust,
You trust more?
I feel like we have this cool opportunity as young people. Shout out to everybody participating in all the elections, by the way. I support that.
That's me.
That's you, brother. I think that our generation is tapped into so many different resources, whether it be YouTube, podcast, Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, yes, everything can be used for its negative sources, but you're allowed to connect with the news that you receive. You really customize it your way. You pick what apps you have, you pick what people you follow. So if there's something toxic that you don't like, unfollow it, bro. If it's a person, mute them. You know, put that positive shit in your life, because we have this access to all this cool shit, and that shapes the way we think for our future, for the people that we trust, how we get our news, and how we form the next generations of society.
Yeah,
right.
It played a big role in this last election.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, whether you're for him or not, like, it just, social media was used to the best and worst of its powers.
It just shows how many dumb people there are in the world. like there should be like a minimum SAT score to have a Twitter account.
Damn,
bro, did I just do it?
What would it be? What would be the minimum score? Let's say what the minimum score would be, and let's say if we would be able to use Twitter or not.
Oh yeah, 1,000.
1,000?
Yeah,
that would be the minimum score.
That's
kind of low.
What's a good score for ACTs? I got a 13.
ACT or SAT?
I think I got a 1429, something like that.
There's no way you got a 1429.
1407. 1329.
That's almost a perfect score. The perfect score is 1600.
Oh yeah, then I got a 1407, bro, for sure.
I got like an 1130 on mine.
That makes sense.
I'm not bullshitting, guys.
That makes sense.
So if it's 1,000, then I'm good.
That would be a great way to do it, though. Like, minimize an SAT score. Do like 1,100.
What if like fucking half the population got wiped out?
Well, I mean, that's the
Twitter.
people you want, informed human beings that are there.
And then like, what if politicians and people we're voting for couldn't even get that? That'd be wild.
Well, look, I think there would be an exception made for music or
now we're making exceptions?
or verified accounts. How about that? Verified accounts as far as celebrities.
But I would still want them to be smart, because you can have people people push their shit, like their managers.
Smart, or you have to be within a certain tax bracket.
Well, not smart, but like, so all you gotta do is just have money.
You know what, Eric? I didn't think all this through.
There's so many problems with your. I was with it. Just one fell swoop. You gotta have 1,000 on your SATs. I mean, I feel like that's still kind of low, but
1,100.
At least you're not like dumb.
1,105. 1,105.
Okay.
So if you got 1,104, Justin Bieber, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. He probably didn't take the test.
I don't think they take it in Canada. It's an American thing.
Yeah. I don't think they SATs, eh?
Yeah.
They take the tax test. See, I can't fucking do that.
I don't know what that accent was.
I can.
That was like someone's. Yeah.
I can do Minnesota. Hey, I'm from Minnesota, and it's snowing again.
I don't know if that was Minnesota. I think just because you said, hey, this is Minnesota. Like, do you think Minnesota? God damn it. Minnesota is such a weird. Every time I hear Minnesota, I think of a tiny soda. It's a mini
dude,
soda.
A mini soda at the theater, $9.99. Okay. Actually, you know what? Shout out to good movies that are worth paying concession for. What's the best experience you've ever had at a movie before?
Best experience as far as like overall time being there, including the movie.
Yeah. Like, I mean, just all of it together.
Let's see. It probably would have been when I went to watch Endgame.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that's the most recent one.
And then when I saw Halloween, because Halloween is my favorite movie of all time. Ever. So they did the new one last year.
Love it.
Friends and I, we got like a whole fucking row, and I got popcorn, I got my drink, I had a little fun before, and it was just the fucking best. I was so happy. I clapped. I saw Halloween.
I was so excited
4 or 5 times.
Did we see it together?
Yeah, we saw it.
Okay.
Because I saw it a couple times.
Yeah.
I saw it
twice.
Yeah.
I didn't really. But, I was for it. I loved it. It was great.
Original Halloween, 1978, cinematic masterpiece.
Very much so.
40 minutes. Nice.
So since we're talking about movies, tell me what you feel is a movie that everybody has to see at least once.
I think I mentioned it a couple podcasts ago, so I'm going to mention it again, and then I'll give you another one. Joyride. Please go watch Joyride.
Well, I remember you talking about it, but you didn't say everybody has to see it.
Everybody should watch Joyride.
Was pretty good though.
Candy. That or is it? I mean, certain genre type of movie.
I mean, let's do just a regular movie. So the regular movie meaning like comedy. It can be like a heartfelt movie, something like that, and then a horror movie.
Okay, I got 2. Saving Silverman would be like a normal movie from 2001, I believe. It starred Jack Black, Steve Zahn, and it also had
Sarah Silverman.
No, it didn't have Sarah Silverman. It had the chick who married the dude who made HBO Game of Thrones. Amanda Peet, I believe is her name. And then the main star was Jason Biggs, right? He had just finished American Pie, so he was getting all these cool movie roles.
Remind me what the movie's about.
Saving Silverman. So it's basically Jason Biggs, his character falls in love with Amanda Peet's character, who's like a conniving, controlling woman, right? And he's got two best friends, which is Jack Black and Steve Zahn. Which are just the funniest parts of the movie. Like they're in a cover band for Neil Diamond.
Did they do a remake of it?
No, they didn't.
Because I feel like I've seen.
So
this
anyway, he ends up dating her, proposing to her. They want to get married. She becomes super controlling. And they basically kidnap her to get him back. Yeah. So that movie is a comedy. I think everybody should watch.
That movie was funny.
Hilarious.
Good movie. Good movie.
And then you want to go with one?
Mine's not a comedy, but I feel like everybody needs to see Remember the Titans. Just for racial reasons, like y'all need to start coming together as people. Like it's it's a movie built around that, which is I think is really good.
Yeah,
I think everybody needs to. And plus Denzel, come on, anything with Denzel is legit.
Edit that out.
Don't edit it out.
Yeah, leave that. Yeah, dude. Fuck no, bro. I like having week to week income. Shit. So yeah, okay. Yours Remember the Titans, and I'll go with a horror movie next. This is a French horror movie, and it's in subtitles. If you find it, it's really good. It's in the early 2000s. It's called High Tension, and it's basically about these two girls, some lesbians, and they're kind of chased down by this maniac, right? While they're in a road trip. And it's super gory, but it has a really good twist at the ending and a good mindfuck of a movie. It's a good thriller. It's called Haute Tension or High Tension. So that's a really good one. I own it if anybody wants to come over and watch it.
I do. I like really gory.
Except you.
I saw this movie on Netflix. It's really gory. It's what was it called? It has a clown.
Oh, Stitches.
No.
Fuck.
I think it's like Happy the Clown, or
is it one with the dad?
No.
No.
He's so this clown's like he's wearing like a black and white suit, face is painted white, and so he sees these two girls at their car breaks down in like this little town that they were in. They were going to a party. Their car breaks down.
Slender Man?
No. They get hungry, so they go to like this little restaurant. They walk to this restaurant that's open like 24 hours. And as they're walking, they see the clown just like standing there, and he's just like staring at them.
Fuck
right?
off,
just staring
bro.
at them,
I'm
not
out.
doing anything, just staring at them.
Peace.
And then he goes into the restaurant and is now just staring at one of the girls that like made eye contact with him. So he's just staring at her the whole time, and then like nothing happens, and then all of a sudden fucking gore galore, dude. Like he fucking, so they're getting freaked out, right? They tell the owner of the restaurant. The owner of the restaurant tries to kick him out, right?
Okay.
So instead of the clown leaving, he goes to the restroom. So the owner goes to follow him to like try to get him out. As soon as he gets in there, fucking, I swear, cuts this dude's head off. Shit just like coming out, cuts him in the stomach, guts coming out. It's fucking gory.
What were you wearing when you watched this?
Nothing. I was naked.
Makes it even better, dude.
Like a man.
So, personal recommendation for that movie: be naked.
Yeah,
that's one. I like that.
I think it was called Happy. I'm gonna find out what it's called.
Find out what it's called, and then if you figure it out, I can.
Let me in.
Oh sure, 8568.
Oh, there, buddy. It was called Terrifier.
Terrifier. Do not forget Terrifier.
Yes, Terrifier. That one was good.
All right. And with that, we make love. Anything else you want to talk about before we go?
I feel like we've covered it all on this episode. I'm looking at Steven's pictures right now, and
I'll click through them, and if you want to see the story, you want to tell the story behind it, I will, and I'll show it on screen.
A lot of interesting shit going on. I don't know any of these people. That bitch.
The one that got away, brother.
She was the one that got away.
Oh, us at a gay club with a gay stripper in the background.
Sometimes you gotta do it.
Damn, those are the good days. Airdrop that to my phone too.
Were they the good days?
Oh man.